I'm excited. Today we're going to try the new Shiseido, I don't know how you say this, Shiseido Skin Glow Foundation. I picked this one up from Sephora. Now the interesting thing about this foundation is that I purchased it from Sephora Canada, and after I placed the order, I tried to see again if it's there, and it says that this item does not ship to Canada, which is so strange. But you can buy it. I'm going to link it down below for my Canadian friends where you can purchase this in Canada. But from Sephora online, you cannot purchase this anymore, at least at this moment. You can purchase it from Sephora US. So this retails for $75 Canadian if you purchase it from Sephora, how I did. If you purchase it from London Drugs, it's in Canada. I'm not sure if that's in the States too. Or from the Shiseido website, this retails for $70, so $5 cheaper Canadian. I'm gonna post the US money on the screen as well. I got mine in the shade 130 Opal. So pretty, look at that. It's a skincare active foundation. It packs some level of effective skincare ingredients. The same as a Shiseido serum. I've never tried a Shiseido serum, but I'm excited to try this because of the skincare ingredients it has in it as well. It's supposed to be a 12-hour wear, 24-hour hydration. It's supposed to be lightweight, medium coverage, and it has a natural radiant finish. I'm gonna do right now some swatches with some of my favorite foundations and some foundations that I know a lot of people are raving about. But before we do that, I'm gonna link everything down below in the description box on what I'm wearing on my eyes and the rest of my face. But if you want to know how I accomplished this look, I've used my Pat McGrath Labs Mothership Mega Celestial Odyssey palette, and I've used some of this shades, this brown right here. Then I went in with this purple right there. Then I chose this sparkly purple pink. Then I went with this nice light purple in the inner corner. And then the dark brown as like a liner. So if you're wondering how I accomplished this look, but I'm going to link all this down below. Okay, so I'm going to do one side with a sponge, one side with a brush, because I did put on my community page that how do you guys like to apply your foundation, sponge or brush? And those were very similar. So I'm not going to use a primer, but I'm going to put my REPHR cream, and this is the Intense Hydration Cream, just for a little bit of hydration on my face, not much. I do have sunscreen. Okay, so I'm gonna let this cream sink in, and let me show you the bottle. The bottle is just so beautiful. It has an indentation here so that you can easily remove the cap. Bottle is glass. It has this very nice gradient color, which kind of shows you the shade of what the foundation is about. And it's really pretty. So when you open it up, it comes with this red pump. So cute. And let's squirt some. Here it is. And I'm gonna blend it so you guys can see the shade 130 Opal. Now I'm gonna go into the Makeup by Mario foundation so you guys can see the difference on shades if you're interested. And this is in the shade 3W. I'm gonna put some here and then kind of show you the shade difference. Yeah, so this one runs a little bit more yellow, is thicker, but it also works really good for my skin tone. And let's try one from the drugstore. I don't know, you guys want to see Laura Mercier as well? And the Laura Mercier one, it's in the shade 1 and 2 Vanilla, and I put it right there. Very similar in shade with this one. And let's go with the Revlon Skincare Foundation. And this is new from the drugstore. Mine is in the shade 117. And I'm going to put it beside Makeup by Mario. So you can see that they're all very similar in shades, except the Makeup by Mario is a little bit more on the yellow side. So we have the Shiseido one, Makeup by Mario, Revlon in 117, and then this is the Laura Mercier in 1 and 2 Vanille. So this is to give you an idea on the shades. So we're not gonna, like I said, no putting any primer, but I'm gonna put a little bit on my side here. Actually, let's do this side because we need to cover some imperfections here. I'll zoom you in. Okay, so I'm gonna use this side of the face with a brush, and I'm gonna choose my Rare Beauty brush, foundation brush. And let's see, so it's supposed to be lightweight and medium coverage. And I'm not using a primer because if you guys don't want to use a primer, I want to show you how this foundation works without a primer. I love how serumy it feels. I don't know how this would work on oily skin because I can see how nice and glowy it looks on my skin. Let me move down a bit. But it looks beautiful. So you can see that it did cover the imperfections here. Now let me zoom you close up. So this is the side with the foundation. Let's see if we can build it up here. So I'm going to put a little bit more here. So it does build up, but it's still very sheer. It looks like a nice serum, very hydrating. I love the feeling on my face. So here it is. And then here is the regular skin with no foundation. Okay, so let's do this side with a sponge. Because being a serum foundation, I want to see if the sponge, so I kind of go, it's almost a pump, but I don't push it all the way down. So I want to see if the sponge absorbs this foundation. Look crazy. So my sponge is dampened as usual. And then let's see how it works best. Ooh, I'm loving it with a sponge as well. Definitely very glowy. And here it is with a sponge. Maybe you should turn the lights off a bit so you guys can see better. There you go. So this is with the lights off. Here's like a close-up. I think it looks really pretty. I don't know if you're gonna love this if you have a oily skin, but if you powder your face, it might work. My skin is normal to dry, and it's also more mature skin, but yeah, we are looking pretty glowy. But don't worry, we're gonna powder everything. This is the side with the brush, and then this is the side with a sponge. I cannot tell the difference. It did not absorb the product. It's distributed evenly. It looks like it's applied with just one applicator, but this is how we applied it. And I think it looks really nice. So I might as well go with now the sponge and make sure that everything is pushed in. I love this foundation. So maybe don't use a glowy primer underneath if you don't want to be too glowy, but it feels very lightweight on the skin, and it just feels like a serum foundation. And it's also called Skin Glow, so it's definitely a glowy skin you get from this. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with my NARS Laguna bronzer in the shade 02. And let's bronze up the face and see how everything looks put together with the rest of the product. So I'm just going to go with a cream bronzer today only. And then I'm going to use a powder blush so that we can see how this foundation works with both a cream product and a powder product on the face. So far, the cream bronzer blends nicely. It's not lifting up the foundation at all, which I was worried because with it being so lightweight, I was worried it's going to be picked up by the brush when applying the bronzer. So I'm going to show you how this product, like how this foundation looks in natural light as well. I'll have some video inserted so you guys can see how it looks outside. And maybe I'll do a check-in. I have to go today to work, and after work I can do a check-in and see how it looks. I'll try to remember to do a check-in in the car. But yeah, you can see how beautifully the bronzer blended in and the foundation did not pick up or disappear. So let's move on to a powder blush and see how the powder blush looks on top of this foundation. So I'm gonna go with my Dior Backstage in the shade Rosy, in the shade 001 Pink. It's the Rosy Glow one. And just because we have pink on the face, and I think I'm gonna try use a BK Beauty 107 and see how this picks up this blush. I've never used this brush with this blush. Just want a little bit of a rosy glow to the cheek to match the eyes. And you can see right away this product eliminates the glowiness of the foundation because it's a powder product, but you can see how nice the foundation is still coming through. Okay, so let's powder now. So I'm gonna powder one side of the face and then we're gonna see the difference. And I'm gonna choose my Dior product. It is the Dior Backstage Face and Body Powder, and this is in the shade 0 and Neutral. And I love a pressed powder, and I'm just gonna go around the edges here where I applied the actual blush. I'm gonna do side of my nose and then half of my forehead, and then we're gonna see the difference. I can already see a very nice difference here. Beautiful foundation, beautiful. Okay, so here's a very close-up. We have the powdered side. I'm gonna stay straight so you guys can see. And then we have the non-powder side, which is, you can see the glowiness, but with the powder side, you still see some nice hydration coming through, but not as glowy as this side. So if you don't like something like this, then you can always powder. And I think the powder brought it down, but it's still coming through. You can still see the nice hydration. Okay, so let's go ahead and powder this side of the face. And I love that I don't see any dry patches at all applying the powder. And the skin feels very, very beautiful and very soft, very hydrated, healthy looking, youthful looking. Look at that. So because I have dry skin, sometimes around this area when I put powder, I do notice a little bit of dry patches or accumulation of the product inside the lines. Oh, I'm so excited. This is so, so beautiful. Okay, so here is a close-up of the skin. Now how the eyes come together with the complexion. I like it much better. This is such a beautiful product. Okay, so let's apply some lip product, and I'm gonna go in with my another pink, the Huda Beauty. This is the lip and cheek blush. It's like a stained blush for your cheeks, and you can use it on your lips, and it's in the shade Rosy Kiss. And I'm not gonna use a lip liner because I can use the doe foot applicator to line my lips. I'm not going to use a concealer in today's video because I want to see how this foundation lasts and if it accumulates in my fine lines underneath my eyes or on my forehead. Again, we did powder, so we'll see how throughout the day if any of the oiliness comes through or not. But here's another close-up. So I'm going to remove this for now. So this is what the foundation's looking like. It's really pretty. Like, look how nice and glowy, but not oily. It looks very, very healthy and hydrating. Okay, let me go about my day, and I will show you how this will look in natural light, and I will also do one more check-in after my work day so I can show you how it lasted throughout the day and going outside. So I'll be right back. Okay, so we're outside in natural light, and this is what the Shiseido foundation looks like. I think it's really pretty. It looks very nice and hydrating and youthful. Now, let's go in the sun. I hope you guys can see me because I'm again on my back camera. Okay, so we're getting close to the sun. Okay, so let's see, how should I do this? This way. So this is what it looks like on my face in direct sunlight. So remember, I have a little bit of powder put, the Dior powder, but I think it's just lovely, very lightweight. I don't see anything underneath in my fine lines underneath my eyes or my forehead. I hope you guys really like it, and I hope you guys can see me. Okay, so now I'm on the front camera and I can actually see myself taping, but I'm gonna bring you really close so you guys can see underneath my eyes. Nothing settled. It's really beautiful, like a really very thick foundation. It would normally settle underneath my fine lines. And let's go this way too. I'm just loving it, and I'm really cold, so I gotta go inside. Okay, so I hope you guys can see me. It's been a couple hours now, and I'm in my car, and this is what the foundation looks like. I think it looks flawless. It's so pretty, so lightweight. I don't see any type of creasing. I'm looking in my mirror, and yeah, absolutely flawless. It's really beautiful. It didn't become any more oily than before, and it's staying put on my face, which is important. So yeah, this is like another check-in with you guys in natural light. Hope you guys like it. Okay, so it is past 7 in the evening, and I'm taping on my phone right now, so it's the back of my camera. I really hope I'm in frame, but yeah, this is how this Shiseido foundation were. So what I did is I went to work, I ate lunch, I ate dinner, I went outside for a walk, I touched my face non-stop, and you can see how beautiful the foundation still looks. It's not super glowy. It provides a very beautiful glow to the skin. It's kind of like a serum type of foundation. It looks very healthy, so I think this is going to be probably one of my favorites foundation because of the skincare ingredients and how beautiful it still looks. So all I did is I applied a Tower 28 lip jelly in the shade Pistachio on my lips, but I have not touched my face. I have not retouched my face. I didn't powder, I didn't do anything. So you guys can see that it has not settled into any of my fine lines. So it is super lightweight, which I love. Provides about a medium coverage. It's obviously 12-hour wear. We've done it for 10 hours, and you can still see that my face is beautifully and very natural looking. A little bit of the coverage has disappeared along with the blush and the bronzer, but you can still see how beautiful the skin looks like. I'm just loving it. So it is a 24-hour hydration. That's what they claim. So far, my skin feels very hydrated, non-drying, lightweight, and it has a nice natural radiant finish, as you can see. So here's a very close-up to like my forehead. It looks beautiful, nothing settled in my fine lines. It's not emphasizing any type of skin texture, nothing like that. So definitely recommending this foundation. I know it's more expensive, but it also has some great skincare ingredients. And I do love foundations that have skincare ingredients. So yeah, I'm definitely recommending this one for sure. It has hit absolutely every point. I have normal to dry skin, I have mature skin, and it is making it look very healthy, very beautiful, and youthful. So pick this up if you haven't already. Okay, so final thoughts on this foundation. I'm loving it. It's $75.50 Canadian. That's how much I paid at Sephora. But it has a bio booster technology, fermented kefir, and niacinamide. It's packed at the same level as the Shiseido serum. I don't own that, so I can't speak for that. But I love that it has the skincare ingredients, and I love the bottle. It's just so beautiful. It's quite heavy. Let me see. It's as heavy as the Laura Mercier, and it's as heavy as the Makeup by Mario. So maybe a little bit lighter than the Makeup by Mario. It has the same amount. Let's see. Yeah, 1 fluid ounce, which all foundations are usually like that. This is made in Japan, so it's not made in Italy or anywhere else. It's made in Japan, and I love it. I love everything about it. I love the packaging, easy to store. It's glass packaging. It's a little bit harder to travel because it's glass, but you know, how often do I travel? And it's just looking gorgeous. I'm loving it. It's a great foundation, a great product to add in your collection. So yeah, that's it for me today. I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and I cannot wait to see you in my next one. Love you guys. Bye.